Hey, do you remember we had a podcast? Where we talked about movies?
Did we? We did?
I think we did.
Wow.
We should probably get back to that, right?
Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
it's been a while, hasn't it?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we're in your room. Mike's right here. And we're recording, so we might as well just do it.
All right, I guess.
So, yeah. So welcome back.
Welcome back. We're back to Cinema Dash.
Yeah, I believe it's episode 5.
I don't
5th
remember.
episode in who knows how long.
This was gonna be a longer one because we got a lot to talk about. Really,
Yeah.
all the big movies that came out that we all saw, but never
Dude.
found the time to do a podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna apologize for the both of us on this part, just
Yeah.
because. I mean, we haven't done this in so long.
Yeah, life got in the way, and
We said we'd do it after school in an update video, but that just never happened. And
yeah,
I mean, we're doing it now, but we're gonna start,
yeah, we're
Now,
gonna start.
and then we're probably gonna do it again in 2 weeks, just because I'm going on vacation.
That we are, yeah, that is.
So I'm saving 2 movies just in case for a rainy day, and we'll review the 2 of them, depending on which ones they are.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be Ant-Man. Honestly,
And
we're probably gonna see it. Yeah,
And
Ant-Man and Southpaw.
One of those 2.
So yeah, let's get started. I believe the first one we wanted to talk about was Mad Max.
Mad Max Fury Road,
Fury Road.
starring
Tom Hardy, Charles E. Theron,
and the bad guy from the first ever Mad Max
Hughes
movie.
Key Byrne, I think his name was something like
Right.
that. Yeah, Hugh Keys Byrne.
First off, I think we can both mutually say that it's probably one of our favorite movies
It's
we've ever seen.
one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. Now, I'm a huge fan of the original 3 Mad Maxes. Always loved them. Those 3 are in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. And I wasn't going into this one with like high hopes, even though it was the same director. I was a little iffy about the casting choice of Tom Hardy and but I did enjoy that it was the same villain as the first one, but I was a little skeptical. But oh my god, was I proved wrong.
Yeah. Because, you know what?
Oh my god.
Before going to this, I've only watched the first one in a film studies class in high school, my senior year. And I thought it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. And I went on to go see the second one, Road Warrior, and I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But that was well before I saw Fury Road. So I saw the first one, then I saw Fury Road, then I saw Road Warrior. But I did not have high hopes going into this just because it's just a Mad Max movie. I just was introduced to the first one. So I wasn't really expecting much. But needless to say, my expectations were, fully
completely
met.
through the
Yeah.
roof. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was me, and it was funny because we bought all our friends, or a couple of our friends, and your brother bought his friend Mike, who's also a big fan of Mad Max, and him and I were sitting next to each other, and throughout the entire movie we were just like fangirling at like all the little references that George put in, all the cool action sequences. Like, if there was one way I would describe this movie, is if you saw the Road Warrior, it's pretty much that ending chase scene from the Road Warrior in about 2.5 hours.
That was 2.5 hours? I remember it being long, but just not that
What,
long.
Mad Max? I thought it was around there. Like, I remember sitting in there for quite a long time.
Yeah.
But
it definitely wasn't an hour and a half. It doesn't.
oh
it
yeah,
definitely
no.
wasn't.
It was definitely way longer than an hour and a half. I don't know. Maybe it was like 2 hours and 15 minutes. But
If it was, it did a very good job keeping me.
it never.
keeping me in the movie.
I never took my eyes off the screen. Like, it kept my attention the whole time. I don't think there was ever a boring scene in that movie. So much energy, so much the direction was just on point.
The one thing I liked about this movie was the fact that it had a simple plot. Was the fact that we gotta go get all these we all gotta go get water.
Yeah.
And
Essentially it.
Yeah. So let's go get it, and hopefully nothing bad happens. Oh, oops, something bad happened.
Oh yeah, literally the
Oh,
entire
God.
person, Immortan Joe's, the entirety of his army is chasing after Max and all the water.
Mm-hmm.
And
Trying
it
to
was
save
just
the trying to save those women.
the women, the wives.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I going into this movie, afterwards I was just completely blown away, and I had a really good time reading all the tweets afterwards. Like one was I walked into Mad Max Fury Road clean shaven, and clean shaven and overweight, and then I came out with a full beard and a 6-pack. And whenever I cry, it rains fire. It was all those in sand. Yeah, it was just really funny, and it was I was really happy that it was actually a box office success because it was projected to be a failure. Because apparently nobody wanted to see it, but ever since I guess the review embargo was lifted, a bunch of people went to go see it, and it's getting 2 more sequels. I think one's a prequel, and then there's 2 more sequels.
That's what
Something like that.
I know one of them is going to be Mad Max Furiosa,
and one of them's going to be Mad Max Wasteland, and I think that was going to be the prequel, right?
I did not hear about that. I
don't know.
Just knew about
I'm not too sure. Like the whole thing's in limbo right now, but all I know is that we're definitely getting like 4 more Mad Max movies, and I am super hyped for.
I would see them. I would.
Yeah, I would definitely. I'm obviously going to see them,
yeah.
But yeah, I was just completely and utterly just amazed by what I saw. Like it was just a grand spectacle. Like what I really liked about it, I think my favorite part about the movie was that most post-apocalyptic like pop culture things nowadays are all like dark and dreary and like gray and stuff like that.
Or involve zombies.
Or involve zombies or like some other stupid thing. I don't know. But this in Mad Max Fury Road, it was just so colorful and it was vibrant and it used a bunch of different colors and it was just awesome because it was really it was really good to look at.
A majority of the time it was like just taking place in like a wasteland desert.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was like orange sand, but it had blue to contrast that with.
Blues and oranges and yellows. It was awesome. It was
very colorful.
Very colorful.
It was colorful only with 2 colors.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was, and I just couldn't. I couldn't describe it any better than that.
Like the one guy who had.
Yeah, there goes the mic. Okay. Okay, you were saying?
I'm gonna hold it for now, just to make sure it doesn't happen again, or just make sure your feet don't do it.
Yeah.
So wow, well we're back.
Yeah.
Better than ever. I like the one villain who had the whole suit that was made of bullets.
Oh yeah, the governor of Bullet Town, I think it was, or something like that.
That.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah. His whole thing was made of bullets.
Like you can
really all the characters in the movie were great.
Like you can literally shoot him, and the rest of his body would just shoot off.
Exactly, it was awesome. Like that's what I really liked too. Also, like all the characters are great. And the story was awesome. Like, as simple as it was.
Easy to follow.
Yeah, as simple as it was like a bunch of character development that I didn't expect for an action movie.
When there was character development, like, I think it was like it faded out when I went to like new parts of the movie. Like,
yeah.
There's like after one chase scene, it's like, oh, it's Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron talking to each other in the truck.
Exactly, and there was a bunch of character development, and it's really where like the quieter moments of the movie come into play, because the quieter moments of the movie are equally as good as the grand action spectacle that it was, because the dialogue was great. There was a bunch of really cool, intimate moments between all the characters. It was really cool because you really got to see a bunch of character development. You got to learn a little bit about Furiosa and all the wives and like all the backstory and stuff like that of this completely new thing that George Miller created. And I really like that. I really like that there was a bunch of character development because you don't see that in many action movies nowadays.
Yeah. And my favorite part of the movie is when okay, it's like they have to go like they all went all the way to where the green place was or promised land or whatever they called it. Mm-hmm. They went all the way there. There's nothing there, and then Mad Max is just like, "Yo, we should go back."
He's like, we just spent literally the entire movie running away, and then he's just like, "Yo, we should go back." It's like, awesome.
That's a terrible idea. No, actually, it isn't because everyone chased us.
Exactly.
So if we went back, no one would be there.
Exactly.
So
that was it. And then
let's totally do it.
They spent the entire movie going back on their motorcycles, and it was badass.
I was like, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
let's totally do it.
I'm down. But yeah, just everything about this movie was fantastic. My only complaint with the movie was that it was marketed in both 2D and 3D, and that was fine. But I'm not really a 3D kind of guy, so we saw it in 2D, and it was a much better experience, I have to say. And the one scene where the truck, I'm not going to spoil anything, but a truck blows up and a steering wheel just flies at the screen. You could tell it was put in there for 3D and like post-production and stuff like that. But like,
wait a minute, we talking about our favorite part, our favorite side character. The guy with the guitar.
The blind guitarist. Yeah.
He's like
he's blind. He's like shooting fire everywhere. Oh, it was so badass.
Yeah, he was like a puppet, right?
He was like a puppet,
and
honestly.
He was just flying all over the place on this one truck.
Yeah.
And he's like blind and all like I don't really know what word to describe him, but just
pure badass.
Yeah, because he had a guitar that was also a flamethrower.
And like
that was the shit.
And that was awesome. It was fucking awesome. And what about Nux? Nux was a great character too.
That was
what a lovely day.
Oh yeah, Nick Holt's character.
Yeah, Nicholas Holt's character. Yeah. I found him to be the most quotable because he had fantastic quotes, such as "Witness me, what a lovely day."
Every time I brush my teeth when I go to bed, I use chrome
Yeah,
spray
chrome
paint.
chrome spray paint.
Chris brand chrome spray paint.
I wish they made that. That'd be awesome.
Just to promote the movie. I would buy it.
I would buy. Are you kidding me? I'd pre-order it.
Pre-order.
I'd pre-order the chrome spray. And this is a movie I would honestly consider buying on DVD.
Oh, I'm definitely buying it.
I would definitely buy it on DVD. Well, as soon as it gets. No, that was funny because I thought like Paul Blart 2 and Mad Max came out the same week. Yet Paul Blart is already out on DVD and Mad Max isn't.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird.
I didn't notice it just because I have no interest in Paul Blart at all.
Oh, neither do I. I just saw a commercial on it.
I saw the first one, and I'm like, all right, this got me to laugh
A little bit.
a little bit, just because Kevin James being fucking stupid.
That's essentially what it is.
On a
The entire
segue.
movie.
Sorry, being stupid on a segue.
It's on a segue.
And just being a generally bad movie.
And a bad actor, bad movie, bad everything. But anyway,
Going back to
go back to Mad Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was found that a little weird that it didn't.
I guess the one common complaint about the whole movie that everyone is complaining about is the fact that Furiosa is the main character. I mean, it doesn't matter just because she was badass as much as Tom Hardy was.
Yeah, everybody played an equal role in the movie. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't really say she's the main character. Well, she's definitely a main character, but I wouldn't say she's the main character. I
She's
would
the
say
female lead.
I would say there isn't really a main character. I'd say they're both of the main component of the movie.
But would I like to see more Mad Max in the next Mad Max, wherever that would?
Yeah,
come around?
I'd say he.
I would
needs more screen time.
see. Yeah, I would probably want a little bit more.
I mean, sure. Charlize Theron's character Furiosa definitely I thought had more screen time than Mad Max, but that's okay because
She was
it
good.
was that she set up the plot.
Yeah,
like
she was
her
great.
character honestly set up the plot at that point, and yeah, she was great. She was phenomenal in it. But Max is really the one who carried the whole movie. Well, not carried the whole movie in a sense like the movie was bad or anything, but like he carried the movie as in like he progressed the story, he progressed the character development, he progressed really everything in the movie. As aside from having all these fantastic characters around him and all of this great setting around him and everything.
No, yeah, but this didn't really bother me. It's just, like if he had more screen time, I wouldn't not say no to it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no to it. Yeah, it was awesome.
But they were like,
Plus the movie's called Mad Max.
Yeah.
So
but it wasn't a big pet peeve of mine going in. The
No.
fact that she was in there more, just because she was that good.
yeah, exactly. But all in all, it was an awesome experience in the
All
movie.
right, give me a rating out of 1 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of
Dude,
10.
honestly, I actually was talking about this after we saw it after the movie. I find very few films to be utterly and absolutely perfect. Some examples that I have are
Drive.
the first Star Wars Drive, The Godfather, Apocalypse Now. Very, very few films that have ever been made do I consider perfect movies. I think Mad Max Fury Road is up there on one of the most. I couldn't find a single flaw in the movie. I honestly couldn't. It was a perfect movie. It was phenomenal on every single. You want to say something?
Yeah, I'm gonna give my usual bullcrap rating.
Oh God.
Rating system, and it has to relate somehow to the movie because I've done that for all the ones so far. I would steal and rescue 10 out of 10 wives just for this movie.
Just for this movie. I would have I would take 10 midgets performing an abortion out of 10 midgets performing an abortion.
How does
Oh no, wait, he wasn't a midget. The organic mechanic. Remember, he cut the woman open trying to get the baby out.
I remember there being that baby guy in the beginning and the end.
Oh yeah, the milkmaids or whatever they were. Yeah,
he was just there, but that was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
I was kind of.
Yeah, I'd give 10 of him out of 10.
Yeah,
10 of the weird baby.
I would use 10.
out of 10.
I would use 10 chrome spray paint cans to chrome my teeth out of 10.
Okay.
So.
All right, transitioning on to the next movie we saw.
We did not see this together, but we both saw it. We both saw Avengers.
Right. Yeah, we did. We both did see Avengers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, going into this movie, I'm probably going to say something that's sacrilege to Marvel fans right now.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely hated the first Avengers. I couldn't sit through it. I couldn't do it. I hated it. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. All right, well I can't wait to hear. I'm gonna go check out my window to see if there's a guy with a gun outside my doorstep.
Oh.
All right, I'm good. But I did not like it at all.
Cue sound effect.
Cue sound effects. So Get the Price is Right losing theme in there. But we didn't see this together.
You
But
have
we
a
did both
losing
see
opinion on this.
it. Losing opinion on this armor. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
No, but so what was your opinion going into this one then?
I had very low expectations, to be quite honest with you. I absolutely adore all the standalones. I love Captain America. I loved Iron Man. I hated Thor. I love Captain America, both movies. I loved Iron Man, all 3 movies. I hated both Thors.
I appreciated the Hulk movies. I don't know why.
I didn't like the original Hulk movie for the one from 2003, but I did like
with Eric Bana.
With Eric Bana. But I did like the Banana. But I did like the one with Ed Norton. I really like that one.
That I think is actually part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think that started it all.
I think it is, yeah, because Nick Fury's in it. He's at the end of the movie, and Iron Man's in it too,
and Robert Downey Jr. But I think a remark was the reason why Ed Norton isn't Hulk still and Mark Ruffalo is. Also, Mark Ruffalo. Side note, I just like saying his last name. Ruffalo. I think it was like a contract dispute.
Yeah, probably. Or he just didn't want to play the role anymore. I've heard both. So
I saw something on IMDb as to why he's not there and Mark Ruffalo is.
Yeah.
But no, generally I like Mark Ruffalo more.
I do. I always liked Mark Ruffalo as an actor too. So I was really happy when they announced him as the Hulk.
Just notable movies of his probably be
Zodiac,
Shutter Island, 13 going on 30.
Most recently, I think he was in Begin Again. It was also in that gay movie. Well, that actually sounded okay. He was in that movie about the gays, The Normal Heart, about AIDS or whatever.
All right.
Just saying, I fully support gay marriage and everything.
It's a movie that resolves around the homosexual.
The homosexual
sexual orientation.
And the disease of AIDS.
Yes.
So, I watched it. I thought it was very good, but we're not talking about that right now. Anyway,
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron.
And how do you think it was?
I thought it was a great improvement over the first one.
Well, I mean,
I really did. I thought it was a great improvement. I was really happy that they actually developed some of the characters, because I know like the first one wasn't supposed to be like this whole like deep character study or anything, but I still would have liked to see some personality out of them. Aside from Iron Man's like quick remarks about jokes and stuff, and Captain America being all like, "Oh, I stand for justice" and everything. I really like to see like a lot of character development.
But like you can't expect it going into a sequel because the characters are already made.
Well, the characters are already made, yeah.
Because you have their own standalone movies, and they already had the first Avengers movie. Exactly. So by now you have like it's either you know the characters or you're just going in blind.
Yeah, but that's what I really liked about Avengers: Age of Ultron is that they gave many characters like different traits and stuff like that. Like Hawkeye, I didn't give a damn about what happened to Hawkeye in the first one. Now I actually cared for him because
this movie actually made me like Hawkeye.
Hey, he was awesome. He has a family and a daughter and everything, and I was like, oh my god, he has a daughter.
I'm like, whoa.
Oh, the wife's played by Linda Cardinelli. Hot damn. Anyway.
Hot yeah.
Hot yeah. He has a wife and daughter. He got a lot more screen time. They fleshed out his character a lot. They fleshed out everybody's character too. I think it was because Joss Whedon finally realized that like, oh hey, my first movie had absolutely no likable characters besides maybe Agent Phil Coulson, and he dies like half an hour
and starts his own TV show.
And starts his own TV show.
I mean, what the hell?
I mean, what the hell, movie designers? Get together. I just really like that he had a lot of character development about him.
I thought
characters in general.
Yeah, I thought this movie was on par, if not better than the first one, and I think that people I talk to about this often say, "Oh no, that's not right. You're wrong. Get out of here."
Wow.
You should probably end up, dying.
Oh god.
I think the first Avengers is still, or was the best Marvel movie ever. Because people argue that Guardians was better. I did not like Guardians at first. I really didn't. I want to see it again just to make sure that what I thought was. My opinion still stands, but no, I think this is the best one.
So that's where our opinions differ, because you love the Avengers and I hate it, and I love Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite Marvel movie so far, and you don't really like it all that much.
No,
see,
I think it's definitely top 5. I'll give it that.
Yeah. But it's
like,
but it's good because that leaves room for discussion on why we like it and why we don't like it, which is why I would have preferred talking with you than somebody who absolutely loved Guardians of the Galaxy, because then it would just be a shit show of us just discussing what we liked about the movie and not actually talking about the movie. But yeah. Anyway, Age of Ultron.
Ezra just keeps branching off to other
Yeah.
movies.
But yeah, Age of Ultron. I thought it was much. I thought it was a vast improvement over it. Joss Whedon still can't handle female characters because he makes them dick hungry sluts, but it's fine. Black Widow is literally trying to hop on Hulk's D the entire movie. Like, come on.
That was pretty clear in the second one, in the first one.
Yeah.
Although it was clear in the first one that they were going to have something established in some kind of further movie,
Yeah.
being the second Avengers, because that's the only movie that she's in.
Besides Captain America.
Yeah, it's the second Captain America, which is also, I think that was a good.
That was a phenomenal movie. Yeah, I love that one.
Better than Guardians.
I don't think it was better than Guardians. I still think Guardians was better. But
I think it was best of last year, best Marvel movie of last year.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that was me with Guardians. But anyway,
yeah, this is.
Again, major improvement over it. But my hands down favorite part of the movie was when they introduced Vision. Vision was awesome. How they handled Vision.
I just like the part that they keep trying to pull his Thor's hammer.
Yeah, that was a cool little scene right there. Yeah.
My thing is, if it's so heavy that no one can pick it up, how come it doesn't break the table? But that's just besides the point. And someone in the comments will probably be like, "Oh,
that's a conversation with Kevin right there about physics."
It's because the table is so dense. It's much denser than this hammer.
Yeah, considering the hammer's made out of like some steel that's probably not even on this planet right now, but whatever.
And everyone just keeps trying to pull this hammer, and then Vision's just like, "Oh yeah, here you go."
Hey, that was awesome. When Vision just like throws the hammer at him, I was like, "That is badass."
That actually made me laugh hard.
That was actually very good.
Not like hard like me and you during Anchorman, but it made me laugh hard in hardest ever in a Marvel movie.
That was very good. That was awesome.
Also, funniest Marvel movie. Gotta go with that too.
Yeah, it had actually some pretty solid jokes in it. It actually had some really solid jokes. I don't remember any of them, but I remember laughing a lot.
Yeah, I mean, what was one? I mean, there's probably one with like, I think there's a joke in when Captain America and Iron Man are chopping wood, and like, I think they say something, and Mark Ruffalo's like, "Oh, hey guys, can't like wood and stuff." Oh, I think it was Captain America keeps chopping the wood. And Iron Man's just like, "Oh, I got this small pile, and you got this big pile, so, what the hell, man?" He's like, "I'm just going to take some wood from your pile."
What the hell am I doing chopping all this wood?
Yeah, but favorite part of the movie? Probably Ultron. Because I think
I really liked Ultron.
He is my favorite villain.
I liked him a lot. And when they announced James Spader was playing him, I couldn't think of a better casting choice. I mean, James Spader is so awesome. It's just not even funny.
This movie made me like him a lot more.
James Spader or Ultron?
Oh. James Spader. I've only known him like from a handful of things. Most recently, Blacklist.
Yeah, Blacklist.
But
I didn't
his
watch
voice,
that show, but I know he's pretty good.
But his voice, him voicing the villain of Ultron, just you couldn't really pick anyone else better.
I really couldn't. Not Morgan Freeman, even though Morgan Freeman has an equally as awesome voice.
But can you imagine?
He would fall asleep.
Could you imagine that? I mean, I'd go to sleep.
Captain America. I'm gonna fuck your shit up.
He's just like, and Captain America's just like sleeping already. He's just like, "Oh my god."
What? So no, but everyone in this movie was good.
I really liked Age of Ultron. Plus, I liked how they how Andy Serkis had a little cameo as the African warlord dude.
Yeah,
because that's supposed to be the main villain in Black Panther, right? Isn't he supposed to be the main villain in Black
I did not
Panther?
hear that. The thing was like a majority. This is probably gonna be like another thing later. I'm not really excited for any of the third act of. Besides some of the sequels, like I was excited for Ant-Man. I'm excited for Deadpool. Obviously, everyone.
Deadpool's my favorite superhero. I can't wait. As soon as I saw the Comic-Con trailer, I was so hyped.
I did not see the Comic-Con trailer. It got pulled out before I can watch it.
Oh, okay.
I did see the test footage, and we're going to talk about that later.
Oh yeah,
we should talk about that later.
Oh,
yeah. Ant-Man, Deadpool, third Captain America.
I'm hyped for Doctor Strange. I really like Doctor Strange.
I would see Doctor Strange.
I would love to see
Captain Marvel as well.
Yeah. Captain Marvel's gonna be so cool. I'm digging that.
I think Inhumans is going to be another. Is going to be try to be another Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Also, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I can't wait for. That's gonna be awesome. I'm just hyped for the music.
Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, Apocalypse is gonna be cool. I still have to see Days of Future Past though. I actually have to still see First Class. I haven't seen First Class yet.
First Class is very good.
Is it? I heard very good things about it.
I like that. I think that and Days of Future Past or First Class. You talking about both?
I haven't seen both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're both just as good as each other. Like they're both
Really?
on par with each other.
Okay. Because I really like the director of First Class. The same director who directed Kick-Ass, Kingsman most recently he directed.
I still need to see Kingsman.
Oh, Kingsman was phenomenal. You'd love it. But yeah, he directed Kingsman, Stardust, another personal favorite of my movie of mine. He directed a lot of good movies over the years, and I was really excited to see him directing First Class. I just never got around to see it.
I also
But I'm
like.
definitely gonna check it out.
I also like how the way Ultron is gonna I'm gonna kill everyone on Earth. The way he's like
by slamming a village into the planet,
By-
that was pretty
by
awesome.
slamming a city large enough to by picking up a city
Yeah, literally lifting a city out of the ground and smashing
with
it into
giant
the planet.
jetpacks and then smashing it back down to Earth.
That was so awesome.
Destroy
I was like, okay.
destroy every living animal, every living organism.
I thought that was really cool.
That was
too.
cool, but it's the same thing as Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, you're right.
Because they
I didn't
take
think about
they take Princess Peach's castle up into the
Into the sky, and they're
Yeah.
just like,
And-
destroy him. Rumble, grumble.
The princess is mine.
I'm
like, oh no, she's a
not a
mom.
crook. I'm not a
Yeah.
crook.
Yeah, but everything about this I liked.
I liked it too.
I know we keep saying this, but that's just because everything I liked about it was good.
It didn't like it didn't take itself too seriously, which is what I liked about it. Because mostly, honestly, I think superheroes take themselves too seriously.
It joked.
It doesn't work, except
it-
if you're the Dark Knight or Man of Steel. But anyway.
Dark Knight you got it right, but Man of Steel is just another thing. We're going to talk about that later. But it does take itself seriously in the times where it should. That's what I liked about it. But when it's like, oh, we got some downtime, let's do some jokes. They pulled off jokes very well.
Yeah, when they had, I'd say some of the better parts of the movies were the downtime parts.
Yeah.
Because they really like the friendly banter was great. I would have loved to see. I would have really liked to see what Quentin Tarantino or some of the like would do with some of those scenes, like because Quentin Tarantino, as most moviegoers know, is a master of dialogue. Like he knows how to flesh out characters through dialogue, tell stories through dialogue and stuff like that.
Yeah, when I saw Django Unchained,
Yeah, exactly. That movie, dialogue, everything, awesome.
it was good. The N word was said a lot, not a lot,
that
but
was.
that's side point. But yeah, I like that a lot.
Oh yeah.
If-
But I would love to see Quentin Tarantino write like an Avengers movie or like a superhero squad movie.
I would
love
like
to see
him.
just the banter between
I would like
them.
to see him stoop down to make that.
Stoop down.
Yeah, because I feel like everyone's just gonna have to make a superhero movie at some point in their
Yeah,
life.
exactly. Al Pacino's going for a role now.
For what?
I don't know. He's just going for a role in the Marvel Universe. God knows what, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'd just love to see, because I'd love to see like just the friendly banter between them.
Angry Italian Patron 1.
Angry Italian Patron 1. What are you doing out here?
Iron Man, what you doing?
Superman? What an asshole. And he's just like standing out on the street, he's angry.
He's just holding Starbucks like, the fuck's going on?
Him and Robert De Niro just having a nice coffee, and then Superman just crashes into a Starbucks. He's like, sorry guys. Like, you fucking douchebag.
Like when he crashed down the IHOP. In the
Oh yeah, he did crash into an IHOP.
Product
Placement.
Anyway.
Product placement.
Alright, I'm gonna rate this movie.
Alright, what are you gonna rate it?
Avengers 2. I'm going to lift up 10 cities.
Really, a 10 out of 10?
I'm gonna lift 9 cities out of 10 possible ones.
Okay.
And smash it down to the earth.
Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna awaken 8 rogue AIs out of 10.
I would give it 9 Scarlett Johansson asses out of 10.
Oof. Her butt
And
was looking fine in that movie.
I'll throw in 9 Elizabeth Olsen asses as well.
Oof. Oh my god, Elizabeth Olsen and Pitt.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to discuss that actually before we move on to the
alright.
next.
I mean, we'll just.
I love Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. I thought they were some of the best parts of the movie.
Yeah.
Both of them.
I like Scarlet Witch
I
more
loved
than,
their characters.
I think Scarlet Witch is focused on more, which
Definitely, yeah.
I liked because it worked.
That it did. But because Quicksilver pretty much was focused on a bunch in X-Men Days of Future Past, from what I've heard.
Not the same actor, by the way.
No, not yet. It was
because they're two studios. I mean, not two studios, but like two
separate entities. Yeah.
Yeah.
But part of the same company.
Yeah. But like, we can't have the same one because, well, we're not part of the same thing.
Exactly.
Technically.
Yeah.
But you know.
Overall, 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
You get a 9 out of 10.
I'll give it a 9.
All right. Next movie.
Inside Out. Outside in.
Outside in. Inside out.
Out inside.
Out inside. Side out in. All right.
Well, this. I mean, what can you say? It's a very, very good Pixar movie.
It's a Pixar movie,
and
you already know it's going to be good, which it was.
I mean, when you saw Cars 2, we all know it's.
Oh, when we saw Cars 2, we almost walked out of the theater. It was terrible. But
besides that one,
they redeemed them.
Besides that one and Cars, and maybe Bugs Life, it was all very good. It was very. I would put it in my top 10, maybe 5.
I'm putting it in my top 10, top 5 of the year so far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely
without
top
a
5 of
doubt.
the year. Yeah.
Top. I'd probably put it in my top 5 Pixar movies, to be honest with you.
Honestly, it's in my top 5 Pixar movies also. It was phenomenal. Now, going into the movie, like, I remember I was like, Mom, we're going to see a movie tonight. And she was like, I was like, Mom, we're going to see a movie tonight. She's like, oh, what are you going to go see? She was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, we're going to go see the new Pixar movie, Inside Out. And she was like, really? And I'm like, what, Ma? I love Pixar. I'm not really big on Disney, but I love Pixar.
I mean,
Pixar has always made awesome movies.
Except for the 3.
Except for the 3. But I feel Pixar has always made quality movies, except for Cars 2.
Cars 1.
I liked Cars 1. I thought it was alright.
I think that was specifically made for kids, though.
It was made for kids, definitely. But I liked Cars. I hated Cars 2 and Bugs Life.
Bugs Life was passable.
Yeah, it was a very passable movie.
I want to watch it again just because I haven't seen it in the longest time. But I could just watch Ants.
Ants, what a great movie. But anyway,
you know that Ants had 7 Academy Award winners in its voice acting, slot, and Bugs Life only had 2.
Oh, well, oops.
With was it Kevin Spacey was one?
Kevin Spacey was in Ants.
Yeah. Was he the ladybug? He was the ladybug.
I don't remember who he was. Maybe.
But
anyway, Inside Out was phenomenal. What I like.
I mean,
I'm gonna get a little embarrassing here, but it actually made me cry a bit. I teared up. I hit it well. I was like, I hit it well, but I did because it was a very relatable movie. Like I didn't go through everything that Riley went in. I didn't go through everything Riley went through. Like I did in a sense because I moved from place to place often when I was a kid because Dad was in between jobs and we needed a place to live and stuff like that. And I remember moving from this really nice house, this kind of this really shitty house, back to a nice house and stuff like that. But I related to Riley a lot, and I went through the same things she went through, and it just brought me back to my days as a kid.
Yeah.
Because when I was when I was 4, I moved around a lot, and it kind of just brought back a bunch of memories.
Now I have not been in the same situation as Riley, but the thing I loved about this movie was the fact that it was a simple plot on the outside. It's moving, she's going to run away, and then something's going to happen.
Yeah.
But the fact that they actually went the extra mile as to make all these smaller, all these emotions basically, and describe how all the processes work. Basically,
it was so original. It was so
it's
awesome.
ingenious.
I would have never thought that my head would work that way.
Yeah.
I'm actually convinced that my head works that way now.
I would like the fact that
it was so original, so creative.
Yes.
The people over at Pixar are honestly some of the most creative people in the world. I would have never thought of that. That joy, sadness, anger were all different people, and all your memories were little balls of emotion. It was so creative.
This movie actually made me like the person that played Disgust.
Oh, Mindy Kaling?
Yeah, it actually made me like her.
Yeah, she was really funny in it. I liked her.
She did her part exceptionally well.
Oh, she did.
And I don't like a majority of things that she's in. So, for example, the Mindy Project.
I never saw
and everything else she's been in except for this one.
I never saw that show, but I really liked her on The Office. So I guess I had a little bit of a bias to it. But Louis Black though. Louis Black is hilarious. Anger was hilarious.
You cannot think of Anger without thinking of Lewis Black.
You really
just because
can't.
he's made himself that character basically.
Exactly, and perfect casting choice.
It's without a doubt.
And Bill Hader's fear was phenomenal.
I love Bill
Oh,
Hader.
Bill Hader was one of the best characters in the movie. He was hilarious. I loved Bill Hader.
He makes me want to go see Trainwreck.
I'm actually thinking about going to see Trainwreck because I really like Judd Apatow,
And
but I don't like Amy Schumer at all. I hate Amy Schumer.
I like her, but the main reason why I would only want to see that movie is LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron James looks like he's got some action chops though. From the trailers
Well, I
I've
feel-
seen, he looks like he's got some action chops.
Like I saw an interview with him, with Judd Apatow, and he said that he's actually very funny in person.
Really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
but he might.
I always thought he was like a selfish, stuck-up
No.
kind of guy.
No.
That's what I always thought.
Him
But-
going to South Beach was
okay.
him being stuck up in.
What do you mean?
He went to Miami.
Oh, okay, yeah, about that. Basketball, sports,
Sport ball.
sport ball.
Anyway, back to Inside Out. Very
Bowling,
good
golf.
movie.
Yeah, Inside Out, very good movie.
Yeah.
Amy Poehler was awesome as always. I love Amy Poehler. I have a huge crush on her. I love her.
I think I know what part you cried at. It's when
I cried at multiple points in the movie. Yeah.
I think the main one was when the imaginary character.
Oh, that one had me bawling.
Yeah.
That one had me bawling. When
I like the guy that did the voice.
the montage, when all like the montage at the end, when all like the core members were being destroyed, I was like, oh my god, I couldn't do it. And like the song and just the whole situation was just it was so emotionally overwhelming. It was so good. So I loved it.
The guy that did the voice of the imaginary character.
I forgot what his name was.
I can remember the guy's face, but the voice is perfect. I think it was spot on.
Oh yeah, he was awesome.
Because it's such a cartoony voice.
Yeah, exactly. And I love all of the adult humor that they put into it too.
Oh,
that kids
yes.
wouldn't understand. Like when like the cloud people. Remember, I don't know if you remember, like, but the cloud people that they were like they accidentally killed them.
No, I don't remember that.
Remember?
Is that the one? Was that in the dream? Because I remember the part where they're like, they're messing up with their dream, and they cut the
Oh,
dog
with the
in half.
dream, yeah, they cut the dog in half, and they're just like, ah! And he starts flipping out. Oh god, that was so perfect.
Yeah, they're like, remember that part in that movie where the dog was all happy and playing around? They're like, yeah, I like the part where it died.
Oh my god,
it was
sadness pissed me
Oh,
off.
no sadness. I loved every single character.
I loved every single character too. Sadness pissed me off. She couldn't keep her goddamn hands off the memories. Sadness, what do you not understand about not touching the shit?
Don't touch the ball.
Don't touch the balls, you idiot. And she's just like, oh, this one was out of place. What do you not fucking understand about not touching the goddamn balls?
No.
Oh my god.
I like all they planned out everything too, which is like with all of her character traits. Like, she likes hockey, so they make this whole place a hockey
Yeah, Hockey
town.
Island or whatever it was.
Like, she's very based around family and family orientation. So there's a family island,
Family Island.
and there's she's wacky, and there's a wacky island.
Yeah, Goofball
I
Island.
am nutty.
Yeah, it was just a very original, creative movie. Like, highly relatable, especially anybody who's moved who's moved a long distance or moved at all, really. Like, abandoning all friends.
Yeah.
Like,
There's you can't dislike this movie,
really, well, you can if you're, soulless and heartless.
but that's just your problem.
It's just a very likable movie,
Oh,
honestly, in a sense. Like, sure, Pixar has a very specific formula.
It's
to what they
gotta
do,
be.
but their formula is always so well done.
It's gotta be centered. It's gotta be promoted for kids, but enjoyable for literally everyone.
Exactly. That's why. Like,
Oh,
G rating was perfect.
The best part about it was at the end with when Riley goes up to the guy. He's like, "Oh, here, you dropped your bottle." Girl. Oh my god!
And especially when they got to when you look inside the dad and the mom's head.
Oh, that was
oh my
fun.
god, we were crying. That was so freaking funny.
She's giving me the look.
She's
I
giving
don't
me
like
the
that
look, I don't
look.
like the look.
What are we gonna do? Just give
Girl,
her a look.
girl.
Just look at her back.
He's like,
He's just looking at me back. What were you supposed to nudge over? Like, is he that stupid?
Oh my god, that movie was so perfect. It was just the right blend of humor, right blend of sad moments, right blend of happy moments, and it's obviously everything works out in the end. She finds herself.
Very little criticism about it. I would have liked if they centered more on the other emotions too, because it was mainly happiness.
Yeah, it was mainly
and
just sadness and joy.
Yeah, and I would like to see more of the other three.
Yeah.
But when they were pictured, they were
Oh yeah,
great.
when they were on screen,
They're amazing.
They were dynamite when they were on
Yes.
screen. They were awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would give this movie. I would express 10 emotions out of 10.
I would. I was gonna say it's 10 emotions out of 10 too. I would make 10 core memories out of 10.
I would shoot 5 slap shots and get them all behind the goal. Some 5-year-old goalie
Oh god.
out of 10 because
Alright.
she plays hockey.
Yeah, because she does play hockey. Yeah, she's.
That's why I like that
solid
movie a
hockey
lot more because
player.
hockey.
Yeah, she played hockey. Another little fact that I found out about the movie, it was after looking at like the casting credits, Kyle MacLachlan plays the dad. The only reason you probably don't care, but that's kind of significant to me because I love the show Twin Peaks.
Oh.
It's in my top 5 favorite shows of all time, and he plays the main character on Twin Peaks. So I just found that really cool. But anyway, on to the next.
Wait, before we go into this one, I would like to say that an interesting fact about this movie was they were supposed to be like, I think they had like 24 more emotions to show.
What do you mean?
Like in Inside Out, there's only 5, but they had like so many more planned to be in it.
Did they really?
Yeah, but like you mean like you can't show all 20 some of them. So
That's
you
a
had to
lot of money.
So you had to. I mean, yeah. But besides that, they had like they had to choose what they could do, and they did pretty well.
Yeah, it was very good emotional choices. They took the basic emotions that every human being has, and
when
they
I
just did it.
when I originally saw the other emotions, I'm like, oh, this one probably would have been better than this one, but overall, that was before I saw it. But overall,
I loved it.
great movie,
Good,
loved
great
it.
film.
Top 5 Pixar movies in my opinion.
All right, last movie we're going to talk about today.
Can I leave?
Uh,
Can I leave? Can we both leave?
I am.
I mean, see y'all in 2 weeks. All right, we didn't actually leave, but for those of you who actually stayed around, because they obviously saw like the duration of this, you're smart. Good on you. But you know what movie I didn't want to stay for? You know what movie I didn't want to stay for?
Jurassic World.
Ah.
Jesus Christ.
And I've been in every place I've been to where people have been talking about this. It's all been like mixed reviews of it. Like just like people are like, oh, I love the movie. It was very good. I think it's one of the best ones. Wasn't good as the first one, but it stands alone on as one of the best in the series. Just because, well, obviously the first one's amazing. The other two are either all right or shit.
Meh. Yeah.
But
what I think we should do for this one, it's because it's obvious that you have an overwhelmingly negative review of this movie.
Oh, I hated it.
And I had a more, I still disliked it, but I had a more positive outlook on it.
Nope.
What I'll do is, since I'll just talk about what I liked about the movie, and then you just go off on your spiel.
Yeah. I'll charge up my lasers. You go ahead.
Go charge your lasers.
All right, so you go talk. Talk about why you like the movie. This obviously horrendous movie.
Okay. Let me start off by saying that it was not a good movie by any means. But what I did like about the movie was that it was just stupid, dumb fun. The characters were terrible. They were just god awful. All right, well, here's what I'm talking about the movie. Yeah, we're talking about things I liked. Great action. Dinosaur on dinosaur action was awesome. Albeit the lack of good CGI.
Dinosaurs aren't even realistically
they were terrible.
on
The
point.
CGI was awful.
No, like dinosaurs are supposed to have feathers, and there's just none.
Yeah, no feathers.
I mean,
At all.
take it that scientists just found that, paleontologists or whatever, whoever fucking
Maybe they already
dinosaurs.
filmed the movie.
Yeah, but I mean, like you could change that just because
That'd take a shit ton of work though.
I mean, who the fuck cares? I mean, you're gonna make another Jurassic Park movie. Might as well make it correct.
Yeah, I guess.
This is bullshit.
I guess. I really liked. I liked the action of it. The world was awesome. Like the whole world building sense was pretty cool. Honestly, it was just an average movie. It was just an average blockbuster. Like they just slapped a dinosaur fighting movie with the Jurassic Park title on it. Sure, there was a bunch of callbacks to the original, which were pretty cool in some cases, but in most cases they were just weird. Overall, my whole rating about it, I'd say it's probably like a 4 out of 10.
That's 5 or 4 more than it's needed. To be honest with you, this movie's just
Week 5, strong 4.
no.
All right, now I'm gonna leave the room while Anthony breaks my mic because he hated this movie. So you do your thing.
So no, how about you give me some stuff and I'll tell you exactly what I didn't like about it.
What character
About everything? You mean? Because everything in this movie was
everything.
just because it's terrible.
So like, what do you want me to do? Like, give you certain things about the
Yeah,
movie?
give me. Let's play a little game. It's called pick some stuff from a movie, and I'll tell you exactly why I didn't like it.
Okay.
Title's a little long, but it's working.
All right, characters.
Oh, okay. Characters. They're all awful. Chris Pratt, which everyone loved in this movie, they all like, oh god, he's so good in everything he does. Nope, not in this one. He's just god awful. I didn't like him at all. Like, he's just, pecs and everything. Oh, I get to ride around on a motorcycle. Oh, but these rappers gotta listen to me because I'm the alpha and they're the beta and blah, blah, blah. No, stupid.
Stupid Chads.
And then all these, like, zookeepers are doing pictures now with, like, sea lions and, like, other animals. Like, oh, hey, listen to me. Don't give me that bullshit, Blue. There's, like, Charlie, Delta. I think there's a fourth one. I don't remember. I don't even care.
I don't even remember their names, nor do I care.
I actually went out of my way to call my brother after seeing the movie to make him not see it. He had to go see it anyway, but he liked it. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? You're truly not my brother. I can no longer relate to you. So, there's that. I'm not related to my brother anymore. Legally. Because
You got it changed?
Yeah, legally. I went to the government, asked, and they said, alright.
I was like, yo, government. And they were like,
Yeah.
what? And you were like,
Yo,
I don't like Paul
hey.
Giamatti anymore.
It's Obama's fault that this movie was
Yeah, thanks, Obama.
Chris Pratt was bad. Bryce Dallas Howard was unlikable.
At all.
She was and the one thing was her hair is just a mom hair. I mean, come on, man. I mean, like, if you're trying to make her out to be like, this hot and in charge woman, not gonna give her like some stupid haircut like that.
Large and in charge.
Large, in charge, and beautiful. I like Bryce Dallas Howard. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, when your top movies that people know you for are Spider-Man 3 and this one, you should probably just quit.
Who she has in Spider-Man 3? Gwen Stacy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah. When your key roles are old Gwen Stacy and this bitch in this movie, I mean, you should probably quit acting
Oh,
and just let your dad do all the good stuff.
Mm.
'Cause,
Her dad is a good director.
Yeah.
That is.
If he directed this movie, it wouldn't even be good. That's
Probably
how,
not.
He's that good, but it wouldn't make
It was
anything
the
better.
script, honestly. It was the script. It was terrible.
It was everything about it. The kids. Oh, the kids. Oh, the kids.
Oh, God, he's
You
talking.
can't. These are possibly the worst movie kids I've ever seen in a movie. I actually had to get out of my seat to express my pure hatred for this. Just because they're so
Yeah,
annoying.
there's a hole in my floor now.
They were annoying. They were stupid. They were unrelatable. And they were just honestly jerks.
It was just
The
teen
old-
angst.
The
one
old-
kid had teen
the older
angst.
brother was just an ass.
Yeah.
And the little kids were like, oh, we gotta go do this thing. We gotta go see the dinosaurs.
Oh,
Come on, older brother, we gotta go do all this. No.
And the older
Who
brother's like,
cares?
the older brother's like, I can't. I miss my girlfriend. I really like
They did- he
I
did-
really like
no,
My Chemical Romance.
That wasn't even that. Like, the whole first scene with him leaving and saying goodbye to his girlfriend was not needed. It was funny, I'll give it that. It was funny when they said, oh, come on, douche, you gotta get in the car. Douche. The dad just like, hey, get in the car, we gotta go on vacation. The one we're paying for
And
you.
he was like, Dad, I'm sorry, I'm just too busy being a fucking boy.
Because, the vacation that I paid for you to go on, that I'm not even going on,
Yeah.
I'm driving you to the airport for.
Frick.
Selfish son. I wish I never
Never
put my.
had you.
I wish I never put my seed in mom.
Can you imagine?
I think that would make that movie.
That
so
would have
much
made the
better.
movie a lot better. That
But
would
of
have
course,
made
of course not.
That would have made Anthony's rating go from 0 out of 10 to 1 out of 10.
At least one, but
Solid
this-
1.
I want to leave this movie. It's I want to leave in the middle of the movie.
It
Middle
was
end,
not good.
like just like the beginning of the end. Before the
I
big
saw
fight.
you looked over to me and you were just like, can we go now?
Yeah,
And I'm just like, no, I
it was
want
me
to
and two
finish
other.
this.
Yeah, it was me and two other friends. I'm like, can we leave? And I just kind of looked at my phone for the rest of the movie, except for the dinosaur fight. And that's another thing I want to get to later.
Oh, God.
Dinosaur. No, I'm gonna get to that now because basically all the characters that were established. I mean, besides
What? This is what?
the stupid Indian old owner
Oh,
of the
here we
car
go.
was stupid just because.
Cinema Dash does not hate Indians.
Continue?
Yeah, that and I personally love the Indian people, not the food, but I mean if you roll with that, but like if you like that, I mean I can roll with that. I don't care. But the point is, he was not important. He was not needed. He was dumb. He was stupid. And like he was just like there for a laugh.
He insulted my mother.
Yeah.
He
That Indian insulted my presence in the movie.
Yeah, we're gonna end this episode a little bit early today.
Why did he need to know how to fly a helicopter? I mean, I don't care if he knows how to fly a helicopter.
That's just comedic value.
Yeah,
and
it's
it wasn't
and,
funny.
and it didn't work.
It just
Besides,
wasn't funny?
he just crashes and dies. It's actually it's shown in the trailer, so I'm not gonna. It's shown in the trailer. It was shown in commercials, so it's not a spoiler. Like you know, there's a helicopter crash, and once you know that this guy flies helicopters, oh, that's clearly him in the helicopter.
Yeah, you could put 2 and 2 together and realize it's 5.
Yeah.
And he dies.
Anyway,
Just the look of disappointment you gave me.
the Asian head scientist that makes all the dinosaurs, or I mean, whatever. He was like in all of them. I think he was in all of them. He was in the first. He was in the first one. Yeah, he was wrong to be in this movie. He was bad.
He was wonging to be in this movie.
Yeah, he was just stupid. Like they try to make him to be the villain, which he wasn't. There's no way that he was the villain. He's like, oh, we gotta save all this DNA and everything for the dinosaurs before like everything just blows up. But you know, he's not the villain. You didn't have to like make him to be the villain. You just made him. They made him be a dick in the movie.
Yeah.
It was very clear that he wasn't going to be a dick in the movie. He's like, you know, let's make him a dick in the movie.
Yeah, it was like a last minute like script writing session.
Yeah.
They were just like, yeah, let's make him a dick.
Like the 2 scenes that he
and
actually
he was
had,
just like, no, don't. And
like
he
the
was
2
just a
scenes that
dick.
he actually talked in, they were bad. They were not
They
needed.
were bad.
He wasn't even needed in the movie, to be honest with you. That whole scene was like, oh, we gotta go save all this money. You gotta save all this DNA or money.
Money.
Because it can make money. So you can
It was
make
awful.
so you can make new and improved Franken dinosaurs.
Franken dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I'd watch that. I'd watch Franken dinosaurs.
Which is like head of Triceratops, body of T-Rex, arms of
Velociraptor.
that's even smaller to be honest with you, but alright.
Dude, it kind of looked funny, wouldn't it?
Wings of pterodactyl.
Neck of Brontosaurus.
And tail of cat.
Oh, alright. Cats are dinosaurs now, everybody.
I mean, and that's why the movie was so good. Because like that was funny. That would be pretty funny. See a dinosaur like all screwed up and everything. It just got a cat
I was about to
tail.
say, what, if BD Wong burped?
No,
Like I just did.
no. In fact, you should apologize. Like most of the people who made that film should. For making that abomination.
I'm sorry for burping when
I'm
talking
so-
about Jurassic World.
I'm sorry, and everyone should be like, "Oh, I'm sorry for making this terrible movie. I'm going to take this out of theaters and not release it on DVD because it was just that bad."
It becomes a lost film.
And the guy who was the military guy,
Oh, Vincent D'Onofrio or whatever.
yeah, who's
his
in
name is.
Full Metal Jacket, I believe.
And yeah, and
he's
Daredevil.
in Daredevil. I've seen both. They're both incredibly good.
Yeah.
Not needed. Like a whole plot.
Yeah, his
thing.
character was completely stupid.
If he was a side like oh, I'm just gonna spit 2 lines like oh, I have an idea what we should do to stop the Franken dinosaur. We should just use other dinosaurs, which is stupid. Because
And it didn't work.
it shouldn't have worked. Like you had everything that was going wrong for it was there, but they just didn't decide to do it. They put it on film.
Yeah.
Also,
I will admit though, that one scene where they were driving in the jungle with the motorcycle, where Chris Pratt was on the motorcycle and the Velociraptors were like next to him, running next to him, that was awesome.
yeah,
that was really
for
cool.
for the trailer it was cool, but when in the theater
Oh,
like
the movie was awesome.
no,
I thought
but
it was cool.
I'm like oh I saw this. Can we like skip it now? I mean I know I saw it. I can see it on a bigger screen, and with more sound.
Essentially.
Yeah, dinosaurs are stupid. The fact that the Franken dinosaur can talk to the raptors.
Well, it was made with the DNA of a raptor.
No, but that's the thing. The entire movie, they're like, oh, it's T-Rex and a bunch of other stuff. Like, what else? Oh, it's got a little bit of cuttlefish in it. That was really one of the things. It was cuttlefish DNA in the dinosaur. It was stupid. It got me to laugh a little bit just because cuttlefish. But besides that, the fact that they didn't say, there's no reason why not to tell him what was in the dinosaur.
Yeah, you're
There's
right.
no reason. Like, oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here, but I'm not going to tell you because that's just going to ruin the plot of the movie.
Essentially, yeah. If he told us what like that was kind of stupid. That's kind of lazy script writing.
Yeah.
Because if he told them what was in the movie, like the movie would have ended right there.
Yeah.
They would have just been like, yeah, cancel the project, and the movie would have
Yeah.
ended.
Oh, I'm gonna do like a little scenario here of the Velociraptors talking to the Franken dinosaur.
Yeah.
The Velociraptors are all like, "Yo, we're gonna kill you because you know you killed a lot of people." The Franken dinosaur is all like, "No, I'm you, technically. And
I'm
they're like,
you.
wait, what? They're like,
Me.
yeah, that's right. They stuck all these needles in me to become all this super awesome god dinosaur. And I can talk all dinosaur languages and stuff. So you gotta listen to me, because those humans are bad people. Because they made me. They're like, alright. So they killed a bunch of people. And the rocket launcher scene.
That was hilarious.
Oh, it was
started
so funny.
crying.
Oh, it was so funny. It was unintentionally hilarious. Just because you get to see them like, oh, they're bringing out guns and stun guns.
I thought it was supposed to be
and
funny.
like
I thought it was
and
supposed to be
taser
funny.
and taser rod things, just like the stunned dinosaurs, in case like, oh, you know. But you never see him grab a rocket launcher. You don't see him. Like he blows up dinosaur. It blows up the raptor. Like pops up from the grass, in the dry tall grass. They're like, oh, hey Chris Pratt, I'm like gonna kill you, I guess. Like, nope, here comes a rocket, blows him up like,
Oh, it was
like
so goddamn
50 million
funny.
pieces.
It was so
It
funny.
was so fun. They did it twice. They get the balls to pull off twice.
They had the audacity
Yeah.
to pull it off twice.
And now we're talking about probably the worst part of the movie, the dinosaur fight at the end. What everyone thinks is so good. I'm just like, no, it's not. It honestly isn't. Wanna know
I thought
why?
the worst part of the movie was the scene directly before that, where she gets the T-Rex.
No, I mean, besides the whole...
And she outruns it on high heels.
Besides the fact that she was running the entire time in high heels, which is bullshit, because
Yeah,
it wouldn't
no
work.
way.
Besides the whole fact that the movie was terrible, this is probably the most terrible thing in the movie. Most terrible? Terriblest? Most terrible. Most terrible thing in the entire movie was the dinosaur fight at the end. Just because
Explain.
if you look at all the previous Jurassic Park movies, 1, Lost World, and 3. Is it just Jurassic Park 3?
I forgot the subtitle to it.
Whatever. It was bad. It was Lost World was 2, wasn't it?
I think. I don't know.
Point
I don't
is,
remember.
there's clearly evidence that a T-Rex can be killed, even by raptors, and by that Spinosaurus.
Yeah.
But like, so if you do the math, a T-Rex can get killed by Velociraptors and a Spinosaurus, but one T-Rex and one Velociraptor can basically kill by themselves, with the two of them teaming up, a god dinosaur. It just doesn't add up.
Just doesn't work.
I mean,
It just doesn't work.
Oh, and the fact that they had the greatest idea, and by greatest I mean stupidest idea, to make the whale dinosaur shark thing that was in that big tank, like, you know,
Yeah, I know what you're talking
like
about.
kill the god dinosaur. And spoilers, I don't even care, because like you shouldn't see this movie.
It's gotten to the point you don't even give a shit anymore.
There's no spoilers with this movie. I'm going to tell you this right now, even though I spoiled plenty enough about this movie. It was I could easily guessed it, just from the fact that the shark dinosaur plesiosaurus thing, I don't even know what the dinosaur's called, killed the woman, the aide that helped the 2 kids walk around because Bryce Dallas Howard was being too big of a bitch to take care of her own family.
You bitch.
I'm like, oh, it's gonna kill the thing. It's gonna kill the god dinosaur later on.
Yeah.
So that's gonna happen. And look what happened. It did actually happen. And it was
They
dumb.
kind of copped
And it
out.
was
Like, all
dumb.
the movie deaths
And
in
it
that
was
movie
dumb.
was because of that
And
shark.
it was lazy too.
It was
It was
lazy.
like, because you just like jumped up, slapped its jaws around the thing, and
Meh.
just kind of like rolled back into the ocean in like a big pond. And I'm pretty sure that thing can defend itself underwater, even if it is gonna die.
Exactly.
It's gonna fight a little bit,
Yeah.
but it didn't.
But it didn't.
Also,
Alright.
visual effects bad.
Terrible. CGI awful. CGI was the worst part of the movie.
Lately, the visual effects in movies have been not that great.
No.
Is it
Marvel has always been really good with CGI.
Yeah,
They've always
but,
been
like-
pretty good with it.
but like,
Jurassic World awful.
I heard that some other movie recently wasn't that great either.
No movie.
I forgot what. It was something that came out recently that's all CGI. I don't remember. But the point is, if you have all that, if you have executive producers who give you money, and all those people who give you money to make it look good, it should look at least halfway decent. Not shit. You could have replaced all the dinosaurs with animatronics, and it would have looked good.
It would have looked
It
fantastic.
would have looked better. It would have looked better. And that was in the first movie. The first movie was half animatronics, half CGI. It was good.
And it looked even better.
The first one was. The first one is so superior than all the 3 other ones combined. You should just stick with watching the first one. Because I remember watching it. I had a good time watching it. It was really cool. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But ever since then, it's just like downhill, a lot farther downhill, below Earth's surface.
Exactly.
So
rating. Oh boy.
honestly, I would honestly rather get killed by dinosaurs than break this movie
I'd rather get shot in the head
by a rocket
by a
launcher.
rocket launcher. My rating 5 week 5, strong 4.
4.5, good.
4.5.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna rate it because I don't even like it. I'm not even giving one of my stupid rating
Oh my
systems.
god.
It's just not good.
Jesus.
I
Alright.
don't like it at all.
So let's move on to our
I
final
hate
section.
it. No, I'm gonna stay on this a little bit longer. I just didn't like it. Every time someone asks me my opinion, I give them all the reasons why I didn't like it. They're like, "Whoa, easy there. I just asked you a simple question." I'm like, "No, you asked me the wrong
You
question.
gotta know.
You asked me the wrong question. It's bad. It's just terrible. One of the worst movies I think I've ever seen. It's a movie. It's probably my top 3 worst movies I've ever seen. One being
Yeah, I was about to say, what are the other 2?
my top 5. My top 5 least favorite movies are my number 1's Pitch Perfect. That's shit. 2 is
That's
the
gonna
Croods.
piss off a lot of people.
2 is the Croods. I don't care. 2 is the Croods, and I actually walked out of that one. 3 was this one, just because I wanted to walk out, but you guys didn't let me. I would have easily done it, but I was like, no.
Well, you would have done it if you had
I
a
would
car.
have. I would have for number 1. I was sitting by the wall. And I would have to jump over like 5 people to get into the hall there,
Yeah,
and then walk out. So I wasn't gonna do that. And number 2, I had my phone, so I could have just checked Twitter.
fair enough.
I could have had headphones and watched YouTube videos. That would have made it a lot better.
True.
But yeah, it was shit. I didn't like it at all.
What is 4 and 5?
Oh, 4 and 5. 4's probably Man of Steel. I hate it. I hate that movie so much.
Now, that's where you and I differ. That's where you and I differ.
Like, I didn't want to leave the movie because there were just some parts that were like I'll admit some parts of it were not that bad, but overall it was just not good. 5,
It's one of my favorite superheroes.
5 I always forget. 5 I always forget. I'm gonna say, just because the fact that I can't remember number 5, I'm just gonna say Cars 2.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on to our final segment.
The final.
It's actually a new one.
we're gonna
We're
talk,
gonna implement. It's called Trailer Trash.
and we're gonna basically talk about trailers. Not the fact that they're trash. I mean, they could be trash.
It was just a funny name that we came up
We're
with.
talking trash about trailers,
Talking trash about trailers.
and by trash you mean all the good things about it. So,
Sure. All right, so we're gonna talk about. See, this year, a lot of cool things came out of Comic-Con.
Yes.
Star Wars panel, which I'm hyped for because I love Star Wars. It's my favorite thing of all time. It's my favorite entertainment thing of all time. I love Star Wars. I love the Star Wars video games. Love movies. I own a couple shirts.
Our mic is actually on a Star Wars cup.
Our mic is on a Star Wars holder. So that's it. Yeah, but a lot of cool things came out of Comic-Con and really entertainment this year. Like we got the announcement of a new Blade Runner. We got the announcement of a new new Star Wars coming out this year. Bunch of new stuff is on the way for this year 2015 and this year 2016 and 2017. But what was really cool is all the new honestly this year, ever since 2007, I would say 2007 to now, it's a great time to be a nerd. Like comic book wise and like
It's a good time to like those things.
It's just a good time to like everything like that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be focusing today on the Suicide Squad trailer and the Batman vs Superman trailer. So let's talk about Suicide Squad first because that's the first one we watched.
Okay, we watched this before recording.
Yeah, we
And
watched
I
both of them.
dissected a little. I'm not gonna say dissect just because I didn't like going like, oh, this thing here. Oh, this is like good. This is like significant because of this comic book. I don't know that stuff just because I don't read comic books.
Yeah, I don't read them as much as I want to.
But like there are parts of it like you see the Joker twice before the big reveal, but no one realizes it. There's one part where he's in the car and you can see him for like a split second. And then there's another part where he's walking with, I'm assuming Rick Flag or Captain Boomerang, and you can clearly see him in I would say like a jacket or something.
right.
And there's probably one more part where they're in like some room and they're like all in masks and like some nurse gets flown onto a table. It's like right in the middle. But yeah, it's like he's like shown at least 2 or 3 times, not for long, but you can definitely see him.
Yeah, and you also get those clear shots of him at the end.
Yes.
So
that I guess we can talk about Jared Leto as the Joker.
honestly, and all of the Suicide Squad members, I really like their appearances. I'm a little on the fence about Harley's, mostly because like I get she doesn't like. I think personally my favorite Harley Quinn look is from the Batman Arkham series, like the games.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked her looks out of those. But I would say
they're similar though, just because
they are similar. Yeah, definitely. I would say they're a little bit similar, but she had like a more like her. She just seems like she just ripped up a bunch of her clothes and just put them on,
Yeah.
and then painted over them with red, white, blue paint. But that's not necessarily a bad thing because I do like her outfit in it. But overall, I really enjoy all of the costumes that they're wearing. I feel like David Ayer put a lot of design into them, or whoever the costume designer was. I feel like she put a lot of effort into them. Like they
she obviously did her research.
Yeah, she obviously did their research. I really, out of all of the, I forgot what her name was, but out of all of the people, like members of the Suicide Squad, I really enjoyed. Her name is skipping me. I think it's Katana.
We're on IMDb right now.
Yeah, we're looking her up on IMDb.
God damn. I mean,
Oh, okay. I guess
well,
they didn't even give her credit.
I guess I'll talk about.
I guess they didn't even give her credit. Oh yeah, it is
Yeah.
Katana.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like Katana's outfit.
Oh, King Shark is in it.
Oh, really? King Shark's in it?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Good.
But yeah, the one thing though that caught me was the main reason why I was interested in this movie is since I was little I watched Teen Titans. Teen Titans is it's my favorite cartoon. Period. My favorite cartoon show. I have all the seasons on DVD. Got for Christmas? I'm not sure. Point is, I have it. And Deathstroke is the main villain, I would say. Just because there's like a season where Raven's dad is. And that was pretty cool. I mean... But, like, Deathstroke is... in multiple parts of the movie, in multiple parts of comic books, involved some way with Suicide Squad. But not in this. And there's I guess a rumor that Deathstroke was going to be a character, and they did have someone in line to play him, but he's just not. And you suggested that he might just be in a sequel or maybe in another movie.
Yeah, maybe like a cameo in this one and then like a sequel.
I would love to see Deathstroke somehow portrayed in a movie other than on TV because
we were talking about this at the diner before. Like, what I would personally like to see was like they have there's this dude I think he's American, and he does all of these like martial arts. He's a big name in the industry, like martial arts wise, to portray characters martial art wise. And like for instance, he played Darth Maul. He played Snake Eyes from the G.I. Joe movies. He played his other roles are slipping me right now, but I guess he's not that good of an actor. So they usually had like other big name players, like big name actors, voice him. Yeah, like I know a different dude voiced Darth Maul than Ray Park. His name is Ray Park. What I would say is that they have, considering Deathstroke is like a kung fu master and does all these weapons and stuff.
He's basically Captain America, but
he's basically Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe, just in armor. Essentially, if you've watched G.I. Joe. Or
he's superhuman. He's superhuman and he can regenerate.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. What I would say is have Ray Park play Deathstroke and Ron Perlman do a voiceover for him.
That would be ideal.
Because Ron Perlman is fucking awesome.
Yeah, because I know Ron Perlman because of that.
Yeah,
and I love him because of that.
He played Slade. And he played Deathstroke in the TV show.
Also, I don't think... little side note here. Little insider... did you know TV shows here.
Oh, Jesus.
The reason why he's not called Deathstroke in Teen Titans, the original series, was because the name was too threatening or too like mature for kids. So like, we'll just call him Slade because. So yeah.
That's I mean, that was cool.
So yeah, going back to my last thing was Jared Leto as the Joker. I say he sounds like the Joker's. Honestly, he does. I like his voice as the Joker, but looks wise, it's not really hitting me.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not really digging the look, but some dude on Reddit. I'm sorry, I don't know the name. I don't know his account name. I would have given him credit, but some dude on Reddit made a really cool like infographic about like the 3 types of Jokers. About the 3 types of Jokers. Mm-hmm. One was the Jack Nicholson Joker, who played for more like humor and stuff like that. 2 was the Heath Ledger Joker, who was more anarchy, anarchy, antisocial, society is bad. And then there's 3, the Jared Leto, like insanity Joker, like getting in your head and screwing you over and stuff like that, like very insane.
All right.
Oh, hello, car.
All right, car.
Or whatever that was. But yeah, the insanity Joker. Me personally, I love Heath Ledger's Joker. I think he's the best Joker portrayal so far. But I've always been a huge fan of Insane Joker. I love Insane Joker mostly because I think he's just a better character. I think he's a better character. I think he's got like a more screwed up outlook on life. I just love everything about him, and I'm really happy that they're portraying him as insane in this movie.
The one thing,
but I'm not digging the look. So
I agree with that. The one thing about this that I have a little idea here. It's that the Joker in the Suicide Squad, there's gonna be a little background because Harley Quinn, if you don't know, is Harley Quinzel, I believe that's the actual name, and she's a psychiatrist or something who works at Arkham, who multiple times has dealt with the Joker, and the Joker like manipulates and tortures her into becoming Harley Quinn. So I believe there's going to be some backstory that involves that in Suicide Squad, and then later on we'll talk about the Batman vs Superman trailer. There's very clearly a scene in the trailer where Bruce Wayne, Ben Affleck, looks at I would say like a statue or a suit of an old Robin, and it clearly has the R there, so you know it's Robin. And it says like, "Joke's on you, Batman." And it's, the Joker. Obviously, it's the Joker.
yeah.
And Joker kills a Robin. I forget the name of the Robin.
I think it was Tim Drake. I don't know.
I believe it's Tim Drake. And he kills that. He kills a Robin, and obviously it's going to be that. It's going to take that into a thing, and then it's going to be another thing where I mentioned about about the Batman suit and the Frank Miller inspired one. But yeah, overall, very good trailer. Makes me very excited for it.
I really enjoy this trailer. I've never heard of Suicide Squad before. This trailer, before like they started to announce that they were making a movie of it, and now I'm super hyped for it. I did a little bit of research on the characters, and I really like all the characters.
Besides the fact that they, first off, name sounds cool.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. Awesome.
I just heard about them a little bit just because like Arrow. I think they're part of like the Justice League TV show. Yeah, but other than that, and the fact that Deathstroke is part of that, and Deathstroke was supposed to be like at the end of Arkham Origins. Deathstroke gets like given a little thing from
Amanda Waller.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Viola Davis's character, not in the Arkham game, but it's someone else who is the head of the Suicide Squad thing. They're like, "Oh, here, you're gonna be part of this task force." And you're like, "Oh, what is it?" And clearly, obviously, it's Suicide Squad, but they just never say it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the only thing I don't like about it going in is the fact that Deathstroke's not in it.
Yeah, and I also I really hope they King Shark plays a higher role or a bigger role in it. But Killer Croc is okay, I guess. I'm not saying it's bad.
The Killer Croc look is, I think he's got. I think I'm okay, and I got some things to talk about that with, it's clearly heavily makeup and.
No, yeah.
In CGI and everything.
Yeah.
But if you told me, oh, that's Killer Croc, I'd be like, oh yeah, it looks like Killer Croc a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think he should be bigger.
Yeah, definitely.
Because when you see him walking toward the camera with all the guys from Suicide Squad, Thomas Lee, you can see Deadshot on like the side. You can see I think like Rick Flag and Captain Boomerang on the other side. Harley Quinn's behind Deadshot. He's like the same size as everyone. I think Deadshot's actually taller than Killer Croc.
Yeah.
But like in every like depiction of him, like he's bigger than everyone else.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with use the Arkham games for example. He's like
He's massive.
yeah, he's significantly taller than Batman. So
Yeah.
I would like that to be a little bit bigger. Captain Boomerang, I mean like I'm thinking it just sounds not good.
He's Australian.
Yeah, I mean clearly. But yeah, I don't like the fact Captain Boomerang is in it, but that's besides the point. Rick Flash just another.
He looks like the main character in a COD video.
Yeah. Katana looks cool. Harley Quinn I like.
I love
a lot.
Katana's costume so much. I love her costume.
Deadshot. Every time I see a picture of Will Smith as Deadshot, he looks like he wants to kill himself. Like, why did I sign up for this? Oh, it's so stupid.
Maybe it's just him trying to be intimidating, but he just can't do it, and it comes across as suicidal.
I was talking to someone, and like they gave the same exact thing. Like, oh, he looks like he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
And like, I hope that doesn't show in the movie.
Yeah. I hope it does, because you could tell he doesn't want to be there. Alright, so, overall impressions of the trailer, I like it.
I like it. It makes you.
I think it's going to be solid.
It makes
I'm
you
going
look
to look forward to it.
I look forward to it.
I really hope it's rated R, because if you've
Yeah.
ever seen a David Ayer movie, they've all been rated R.
Give me some
Fury, the most recent one, that's the one with Brad Pitt
tanks.
in the tanks, yeah. Phenomenal movie. Highly recommend that. End of Watch, it's the one with Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena. They play cops in Los Angeles. Sabotage. It's not really that good. It's with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Muriel Enos. And they're like a part of a DEA drug agent force or whatever. And they
That was
take
pretty
down-
recent, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was last year actually. I didn't like it at all. But I really liked Fury. Fury was very good. And I really liked End of Watch. So I'm looking forward to this, and I think they did a very good job on the director.
I'm gonna look up End of Watch now.
It's on Netflix.
All right.
I'd give it a watch. Anybody out there who's listening, I'd give End of Watch a watch. I'd give End of Watch a look. It's a pretty good movie. But definitely Fury. Fury is his best movie so far, and it's phenomenal.
I feel like most movies should be rated R just because.
At least action movies.
Yeah.
At least action movies.
I think with Deadpool it's definitely gonna be R.
I can't wait. I'm so happy for Deadpool.
I think just because the reason it's gonna be R and the fact that it's Deadpool, it's gonna be one of the best Marvel movies. If not the.
Yeah, I really hope so. Like, because from what I'm seeing, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right, so
You saw the trailer.
I did see the trailer.
I saw the test footage, but not the actual trailer.
It's the same thing.
It's a Red Band trailer, isn't it?
It is a Red Band.
Because they say fucking shit and
a lot.
intestines
They say a lot.
and yeah.
So let's move on to the next trailer.
Yeah, in they said like 3 weeks it's going to be the Deadpool. It's going to release an official Deadpool trailer.
Yeah, it's probably because of the VFX.
It's going to be Green Band. So it's like, oh, no curse words, maybe one, but you know.
Let's see what happens. Next trailer, Batman v Superman.
Finally, the Batman versus Superman trailer.
Again, bias. I loved Man of Steel. You're probably gonna hate me for saying this, but I think it's up there with The Dark Knight.
Nope, absolutely not.
Dark
Knight is one of if it is.
Dark Knight's the best superhero ever made.
It is.
Dark Knight is the best superhero movie ever made. I think it's up there.
It's how you should make a dark, gritty superhero
exactly.
movie. It's how you make a superhero movie. It's how you make a Batman movie.
That is how you make a Batman movie.
It's how you make a movie.
What? Essentially. I loved Man of Steel. I won't. Oh, excuse me. Hold on.
You're sneezing.
Yeah. 3,
2, 1. Oh, come on. Did you hold it in?
No.
Okay. I gave the countdown.
There we go.
Hardly enough. We went like an hour and 18 minutes without you sneezing.
Oh, well, oops. Anyway, again, I got the bias towards it, but it did have its flaws. One, the destruction was a little over the top. A little more like a lot over the top.
Oh,
but I feel like they are going to explain it and justify it in this movie. I also really, really liked how they portrayed Superman as, sure, he was this really overpowered thing, but they gave him a human side.
I also really like the fact that Lois Lane was the main character.
I hated that. That was the worst part of the movie.
I was being
sarcastic.
sarcastic, very sarcastic. It was stupid.
Oh, I know. Lois Lane is the worst part of it.
I mean, I know.
I'm sorry, I love you, Amy Adams, but don't play Lois Lane.
I mean, I understand that Amy Adams probably has a bigger price tag than
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, but like, you want to make her the main character.
Yeah, it wasn't
She
the right
very
way to
clearly
go.
was.
It really wasn't the right way to go. But in this one, it looks like she's the side character.
Lawrence
she needs to be.
Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Top
But
5
in
favorite
Man of
black
Steel,
actors.
I love. Yeah, right. I loved the cinematography. It was never shot like a superhero movie was never shot that well before, and that's what I really liked about it. The CGI was phenomenal. I loved the CGI.
You could have.
Sound design was great. I just loved everything about that
The
movie.
kids at the end could have just ducked under the laser. Because he killed Zod. Remember?
He did. He snapped his neck.
Yeah, they could have just ducked into the laser, and they could have gone for like another. And that could have just,
Yeah.
he was holding his head. He was doing pretty good at it too. They could have just ducked under. There's plenty of space for them to do that, and they just didn't. They killed a main villain.
No, they did. Yeah. But I liked Zod as a villain.
Superman doesn't kill; he maims, and they killed someone in the first movie. That's not what you're supposed to do.
Oops. But yeah, not cool.
Superman.
I just really liked Man of Steel. I really liked it. But anyway,
Man,
we're not talking about Man of Steel.
Shit.
Shut up. All right, Batman v Superman. Right off the bat, seems like a massive improvement over Man of Steel,
Yes.
according to you. But I think it still seems like an improvement over Man of Steel. I really like what they're.
When I
really
first
like
heard
what
that
they're doing
when I first heard this was going to be the sequel, I did not like it just because I don't think audience wise I don't think the audience is ready to see a superhero on a superhero movie. Just because we're used to seeing there's a little conflict between superheroes, but not like a main conflict.
Yeah.
We're used to seeing superhero versus supervillain.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know.
And we're seeing this earlier than Civil War, which is going to be literally superheroes against superheroes. So, I mean, I don't think we're personally ready for one. I don't think this is the movie that should be doing it, but based on the trailer, I'm like, I'm going to see it.
Well, if there was gonna be a superhero versus superhero, it's good that they started with Batman versus Superman because it's the most famous superhero conflict ever.
True, but I don't think now was the time.
Maybe not. We'll see when it comes out. Overall, loved the trailer. It was awesome. Bunch of great shots in it.
I'm seeing the movie no matter what.
Oh yeah, definitely. But a bunch of great shots in it. Batman. Ben Affleck as Batman is awesome. Looks awesome.
There's another thing.
I was very skeptical about it.
Yeah,
too.
I think we were all very skeptical. I remember seeing a lot of things on on social media and on Reddit about how no one liked Ben Affleck because it's just gonna be Daredevil. And
but after seeing Gone Girl, I'm convinced.
Oh yeah, Gone Girl.
I'm convinced he can play the part.
Very good. If not, I think very good movie. I loved
yeah.
it. Like one of my top 5.
It was top 5 of 2014, definitely.
Yeah.
For me too.
Very good. Liked it a lot.
Yep. But after seeing him in Gone Girl, I'm wholly convinced he can play the part.
And the fact that he's directing the Batman movie.
Yeah, the standalone Batman that they're gonna make with him.
That I think you mentioned this. I think last night. That
What?
The movies that he's made, and I kind of like, he can probably pull it off.
Yeah, he's a versatile director.
So.
He can direct a lot of things.
I also said when he puts the Batman symbol in the sky, which by the way I don't like the Batman symbol in this one. I just think it's got a fat head. The bat symbol looks stupid. It looks fat.
Fat.
Fat. I think it's just fat compared to Dark Knight and Batman and Robin and all those other Batman movies. It just looks fat.
Oh, okay. That's the first time I've ever heard a logo described as fat.
It's just wide. It's very thick.
It is. It's got childbearing hips.
Love handles. So, yeah, I don't like the Batman symbol. I guess they had to make it in a way that would fit the Superman symbol, and that's why I don't like it. But
Yes.
when he's putting the light up in the sky, the suit he's wearing is very clearly influenced by the Frank Miller Batman suit.
You can tell.
That's one I've been looking to watch for a while because I've seen a lot of footage of it in a lot of videos, and I know that Batman doesn't technically beat Superman. He gets help from Green Arrow, who shoots him with a kryptonite arrow, which like stuns him and then starts wailing on him,
Yeah.
which then defeats him. So hopefully that's not the way it is. I hope it's like, oh, they're like going to kill each other, and then something else happens. Like, oh, we got to team up to do this, but two of us are very weak.
Well, if Lex Luthor's in it, I think how it's going to pan out is they're going to find a common enemy.
I think what's going to happen is Batman is going to look to Lex Luthor to help beat Superman with kryptonite. But Lex Luthor's all like, I'm going to do double backseas and defeat Batman too. So it's a 2 for the price of 1. So there you go.
Maybe that's what
And then
happened.
they're going to be too weak, and then Wonder Woman, who's in this movie for some reason, you'd be like, I'll help save the day. And
There's
she's
a
all
lot
like,
of characters in this movie. Isn't Aquaman supposed to be in it too?
I think the actors of those who will play the Justice League heroes are going to be in this one, but I don't think they're all going to be like in like their suit, like their superhero, you know.
Honey, where is my super suit?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be Aquaman. I think it's going to be Aquaman's like
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, it's going to be their disguise, their fake, like Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne and whoever they are.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but other than that, I think I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
So,
All right. Well, wow. Hour and 26 minutes. Jeez.
so
I think it's time we end it off here.
I think it's so. I know we promised Back to the Future. It will happen.
It's gonna definitely happen.
It's
I'm really
in
hyped
the
to see that movie.
process. You have to watch it.
I'm really
I
excited.
want to watch it with you.
Yeah.
So we got to figure out that Ant-Man soon, hopefully.
Ant-Man, Southpaw.
Ant-Man or Southpaw. There's gonna be one day that's bad that I'm gonna have to watch one, if not both of them. But 2 weeks, somewhere after that, we're definitely gonna see another video.
Definitely into that.
So,
All right. Well, I'm Deej.
and I'm Gabs.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Welcome back to the Cinema Dash.